Hello, welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel, and we're here with imported vodka.
Imported vodka. So it says right there, vodka.
It says vodka. We know they're all imported. Last week we did flavored vodkas, which were from Pinnacle, all American. So when you can't figure out what to do to make your vodka good, put flavor in it.
Well, these are top shelf vodkas. They think they're the Pinnacle.
They think they're good. I will read. We are doing. Actually, a lot of people say vodka has no flavor, and that's why they think they have to drink flavored vodkas. But vodkas are very different.
Right, and people tend to mix them anyway with flavored.
Oh, yeah, you put it in orange juice, you put it in tomato juice, and you put it in Red Bull. Which is a big one.
Ginger ale.
You put it in Red Bull, forget it. You don't need vodka. You might as well just shoot up. So we have 3 here. We're going to start with this one from Argentina. It's made with Malbec grapes.
So that's a wine growing area.
It's fermented from Malbec grapes. You could virtually make vodka out of anything that produces sugar and distill it. I'm going to this one next, which is just a whole grain, just a neutral grain spirits. Doesn't say what it is. Could be anything: corn, wheat, neutral grain.
And that's the Black Sea brand,
which is from Trader Joe's.
You got it at Trader Joe's, but it's actually from Russia.
It's from Estonia.
Estonia, which used to be owned by Russia.
No, it used to be independent, and then Russia had the USSR, and they were one of the R's. A republic.
A republic.
They were not an independent
Now they're
republic.
a breakaway republic.
Let me just say this, that the Black Sea label says, Black Sea, arguably the world's finest vodka.
Well,
in Estonia.
I'll be the judge of that.
And finally, something that's always fun, people think vodka is always made out of potatoes. And that's because, Russian vodka, even the vodkas that came over here first, they were wheat, usually. This is where's our camera? This one? This one?
There.
Right there. This is made out of potatoes. We've done potato vodka before. A good thing about potato vodka is get it icy cold in the freezer, and then it becomes like a syrup.
I keep all my vodkas in the freezer. Stoli does the same thing. It gets kind of syrupy, thick. Yeah.
So you have nothing left in no food in your freezer.
Who needs food when you got Stoli?
When you got vodka. Well, we're going to do this one.
If you've seen this show more than once, you know that we are always tasting something.
We taste things. Well, when we first started tasting, I started tasting with vodka tastings because of the argument that people would say, well, vodka has no flavor. And every vodka tasting is just amazingly different.
And each one of these will taste different.
Yes, and anything you taste is different. But you don't know that if you just drink your vodka. Well, let's see, is it cold enough?
It can never be too cold.
No, it can't.
Okay, so that's an interesting flavor. What store can you get this in? It's Primo brand.
This has sort of, it enters your mouth and it opens up like a skirt opening. You know the many times you've eaten skirts, right? They open up later. It hits your tongue in the beginning, usually with the usual vodka taste. It's got some, I hate to say this, Mark,
yes.
I think a little bit of licorice. Do you taste a little licorice?
Only if I really fool myself into it, and I don't want to because you know how I hate licorice.
You don't like licorice.
Okay, that's drinkable, Michael.
Mark, everything is.
Well, some more than others.
The one I had planned might not have been drinkable. That's why I did
People drink it.
No, it was in our back. This is my back closet. We had it. We did it.
And when you bought it, it was drinkable, I'm sure.
It was.
So what do you think? Down the hatch.
Trying to decide. One of the reasons I bought this vodka, pointing to Primo. Was because Ciroc, which is one of my favorite vodkas and a very good vodka, it's a French vodka made out of French grapes, is just wonderful. This, I think, doesn't have as much elegance. It's just a sturdy, sort of a squarish flavor. It doesn't really have any extra tints of things. It's like eating chocolate. It's like eating black crayons. Would you agree? Maybe not. See how
I was never one of those kids that ate crayons, Michael.
Oh, were you prejudiced against? Are you prejudiced against black crayons?
No,
Somebody against
any crayon. But you just told us a lot about you. You probably ate paste too.
They go very well together. It's
like dip.
It's like pasta in squid sauce. If you melt the crayons first, which you could if you just leave it in the window.
Yes.
No, I'm still drinking this.
Oh, come on.
You know, the whole point of tasting is to taste it, not to just kick it back and say, I drink that.
There's more than
because
one way
the more
to
you
taste.
drink, no, there's one way to taste.
Oh, your way.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
To taste, not just drink.
I tasted it.
And what it tastes like. All you could say was, like no other one I had before.
Well, we're here to
Very
compare
different.
these. So once I have something else to compare it to,
What's that, the largest station?
Largest?
You mean the largest? See, I can still read. Did you get the last drop out of that? This is going to
Yeah,
be...
I rinsed it with water, Michael.
Oh.
Do you think when Trump met with the Russian ambassador and the Russian foreign minister, they sat around and drank Russian vodka like this?
I don't think... does Trump drink?
I'm sure he does.
He should drink. He's got enough.
His face is red enough.
Yes. So this is Black Sea vodka from Estonia, available at Trader Joe's. And those of you who go to Trader Joe's regularly probably see it.
This has a very clean scent.
It has no scent, I think.
This might be a little bit sweeter with a peppery finish.
I would say pepper is a good thing.
Peppery
I
finish?
mean, it's peppery.
Yeah, but it's not like hot vodka boiling your
it doesn't.
roof
It's not like antiseptic vodka,
Right.
like Absolute. Absolute just, you think you've
Absolutely.
sterilized your entire mouth.
Yeah. No, this is very interesting.
This is soft. It's rounded in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Rounded, peppery.
I prefer it to Primo.
Well, but you thought that was very different.
It is very different. I mean, this is not peppery at all. This is quite peppery.
This does have its own flavor.
Interesting.
I mean, pepper would be the best thing, unless I were to go on the limb and say cumin. But
Well-
I think that'd be too exotic. They do have gins flavored with saffron.
Ah,
They're not very good. Ooh.
okay, that's good. It's good stuff.
Thank you for staying and watching us get drunk. We will tell you the news as soon as we are unable to speak.
I'm going to rinse mine out.
Good. Me too. Monopolova, everybody thinks it's Russian because it's spelled funny.
Yes.
It's actually from Austria. Vienna, Austria, in fact. So you know, the capital.
Well, that's not German. Or
I wonder if
Viennese.
there's certainly Kettle One is a vodka from the Netherlands, and that's a pretty darn good one.
Mm-hmm.
Notice I'm tapering off my vodka inhalation because you know we shoot the show at 3 o'clock in the morning. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't gone to sleep yet.
Oh wait. Nostrovia. It's closest there is
Nostrovia. To Slancha.
Oh, it's a thick. It is thick, isn't it?
Slightly thicker.
It doesn't even. I think you have to swallow it like a pill.
It's a bit more subtle than the Black Sea.
It is more subtle. It's still got those flavors of
Almost peppery notes, though.
acetone.
Acetone.
This is very good for removing nail polish, by the way.
Okay, 3 very drinkable vodkas. Okay, you picked 3 winners this time, Michael.
It's vodka.
And well,
Have you had a vodka that you didn't like
There's
ever?
vodkas that-
Did you ever
yeah.
have a vodka that
Gilbey's.
sucks? Gilbey's? That's like a classic.
no.
It's a classic gin. Well, I think
Gilbey's?
Gilbey's is the...
Or Gordon's.
Maybe it's Gordon's.
His name's Gordon's, one of those G's.
Oh.
How about Dark Eyes vodka? You drink it, you get red eyes.
How about Skinny Girl vodka?
Oh, that's a
Skinny Girl vodka has less sugar. And you were talking about we're going to have all these carbs.
Yes.
Now we're going to have to go to the gym and work out. You wouldn't mind.
Any excuse to go to the
You
gym.
wouldn't mind, yes. Okay, well, Black Sea.
And here's
this is a
the-
fun one.
Here's a Hector Balderas, who has decided not to run for governor, as everyone thought he was going to do, but he just announced that he is not going to run for governor. He is our he's our Attorney General.
Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. He had a good chance, but
Like
you know,
Hector.
he doesn't want to be called a bald-headed liar, and that's what happens when you become a governor.
And
you
so-
you lie.
And so, of course, it's too soon to wonder who the governor will be. It will not be Susana
Or who-
Martinez because
She has
is not allowed
run-
to run anymore.
Unless she makes a law up in this special session of Congress that says you're allowed 3.
The way Bloomberg did in New York.
Yeah, he said one more, and they say, "Sure, Bloomberg,
Sure,
you're
why
doing
not?
a great job."
He
We'll
was,
keep
and he
it."
did.
And
But unlike Susana,
who was and wasn't.
and isn't, and won't.
What else we got? Oh, that's where you want to start with, and then we go to Zika virus.
Yeah, now Hector better be careful with that bald head of his, because the Zika-carrying mosquitoes are here now in southern New Mexico.
I wonder if that's them, because they're very pretty. They look Amazonian. You know, that design would make a great Hawaiian shirt.
And women, pregnant women, need to be very careful because if they get bitten with a Zika virus mosquito while they're pregnant, it causes terrible things.
Small head thing. What is it?
Babies get small heads, small brains.
See, there once again, you're being prejudiced. You're saying pregnant women. What about pregnant men? You don't care about them?
They can look after themselves.
I guess so, if they got pregnant.
Well,
they obviously can't look after themselves.
Didn't you see the movie Rabbit Test? Billy the Crystal was the first pregnant man in America.
No, I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger who was pregnant. Yes.
Billy Crystal did it first.
Did he?
In a movie with Joan Rivers and...
well, Joan Rivers, everybody goes there.
Joan Rivers directed the movie.
Well, nobody saw that. But Zika, sounds exciting. Too bad it's so deplorable.
It's here now, so just be careful.
We hate it.
Don't leave standing water in your backyard.
Or in your tires, or little pools of stuff.
Right.
They say it could be in planters, too.
Planters? Yeah, it's insidious. It can be. If it's in a bird bath, chances are they're not going to be there long enough.
The birds
will eat them.
Yeah, hopefully.
And in the past, for people who had ponds, they would give you a fish.
Little fish.
They would give them away free. The fish would eat the larvae of the mosquitoes in the pond.
Or you could just get your little
skimmer
and take them out and probably make a nice dish out of them. Because you shouldn't overlook any food source.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Now,
here, give them, or you can pour vodka in the water and you get drunk Zika.
Now, the Electric Light Parade, which we do here every 4th of July, or 3rd of July, actually.
We're doing
in Las Cruces. That's coming up on the 3rd of July. Right now, they are taking submissions for your float that you festoon with lights, usually with a theme.
Are you going to do one?
I'm thinking the station might do one. The Las Cruces channel will probably do a float this year. There's 2 categories, corporate and individual. Private. So,
well, you know what?
I think it's free to enter.
We should do a root beer float. Everybody likes root beer floats.
Oh, that's true. They do. And so, if anybody wants to get into the Electric Light Parade, let's make it as long and
exciting and
lighty as possible.
Yes.
I'm not sure where they're going to hold it this year because of all the construction downtown. One never knows.
Wasn't it on University some years?
Yes.
It could be on University again.
It was on Solano.
When was it ever on Solano?
Oh, it was on Solano.
Really? When you were a little boy.
No.
When Solano was the street before.
10 years ago?
Yeah, when you were a little boy, exactly.
Yes, that's true. And now speaking of cars moving slowly down the street, this Saturday, today, right now, is the Classic Car Show over at Young Park.
So if you like the old classics.
Classic Cars for Kids show. And there's...
I'm always fascinated to hear about the local color.
That's with a K.
When you used to go to the classic car shows, they were horse-drawn buggies, right? Because you lived here a long time. So the old ones are horse-drawn buggies.
Yeah, the Model A was pulled by a horse.
And that's where they just first started. What are we up to? Z. We're up to Z. We're going to have to start again. Same way hurricanes do.
There's a big pond at Young Park. Of course, they have ducks there that can eat the mosquitoes, I guess.
I think there's fish in there, too, because you always see people with fishing rods.
That's true.
So you, too, could go fishing at Young Park and eat fish that were fed by Zika virus.
Yes. Now, the Classic Car Show today I think goes until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going on right now at Young Park. I'll be there. If you see me, come up and say hello.
Hello, Mark. Oh, we're not there yet. You never know, because we're at the show. Yes, say hi to Mark.
Now, speaking of cars traveling slowly.
Buy him a drink of vodka.
Cars traveling slowly. Yes. That happens a lot around town because of all the road construction going on. And I've never seen road construction take so long.
It's amazing.
In a town, as it does here.
I was, and this is, I think, on everybody's mind because recently, the little turn they have onto the street next to Chick-fil-A on University has two things that are like this. So you have to get into one lane and take a turn. And I think they put it up and they realize it's impossible to get cars to in such a small radius, turn. And I think this is a problem with the road designers. Well, it's a problem with the road designers because It looks great on paper.
Yeah.
You know, they're like little swirls, the same thing as the road Don Rosa below Missouri.
Oh, please. Ridiculous. A
you have
median that goes like this.
Yeah, you have to swirl. It's no reason for them not to have just smoothed out the turn. And you can see the mistakes that people have made because there's fender marks on the
tire
dividers.
marks.
So it shows how bad
designed.
ideas are. And you know, there is one place that our city is getting their cue from to do the 2 lanes in different directions around downtown. There is one town in Japan, where cars are smaller, people are more fastidious, they take their time. And that's the only thing they cited. Anybody wants to come against me with a different citation about that, let me know, because we're going to end up with a city that seems to be cut off from everybody else because of the roundabout. It will be more cut off because it's impossible to cross the street when cars are going both ways.
So let's take a break. We're at that time in the show where we have to take a break.
What would you like to do for your break?
And we'll be right back after we taste these vodkas.
Oh yeah, we never did that. We'll have to get to that.
Don't mind if I do.
We'll see after that. Producer.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Burke, and I have a confession to make. I have a serious crush on my workout. Hip, fun, and always a challenge. Jazzercise is the total package. It's the only workout that I've ever truly loved. Does it show? That's because I'm in the best shape of my life. What a difference Jazzercise makes. When's the last time your workout swept you off your feet? Find a class near you at jazzercise.com.
Celebrate, celebrate, Fiesta Motors.
Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there.
Celebrate, Fiesta Motors, where buying a car is always a celebration.
Attention homeowners, apartment complexes and business parks and homeowners associations. Now is the best time to make your property beautiful again. Since 1967, Gonzalez Landscaping has offered beautiful professional landscaping services to all of southern New Mexico. Our team has been designing and installing landscapes for over 47 years. Where quality is an obsession, Gonzalez Landscaping is locally owned and operated. We are licensed commercial, residential specialists dedicated to providing reliable and quality service. We offer residential and commercial landscaping design, full lawn, tree and shrub care, with annuals and perennials, tree and palm trimming, spring and fall cleanups, mulching and more. Let us do the work at prices you can afford. We service all of Las Cruces. We are New Mexico's premier commercial landscaping and residential landscaping company. Visit us online at gonzalesnursery.com or call us for a free estimate. 575-382-7272.
Michael, don't do it. You're young. You got your whole life ahead of you.
Thank you.
We're still tasting vodkas. I'm
Yes.
going back for the Black Sea. I think it's my
If
favorite.
you want a good different vodka, go to Trader Joe's, get Black Sea.
Trader Joe's, you have to drive all the way to Albuquerque to get it?
No, you could go to the one in Tucson.
They don't have it in specs in El Paso?
No, because this is imported by Trader Joe's.
Oh, I
But,
see.
you know, there's comparable things to this. Just try vodkas, you know.
Yeah,
It's more fun.
why not? Now listen,
We have a whole show to do in 10 minutes.
you know, they just came out with a list of names. The most popular names for children when they're born. This year, you know what the most popular one is for boys?
No, I don't.
No?
No, I don't.
Well,
No, I don't. Do you know?
yes.
What?
2 by 2. That's the hint.
2 by 2. No, I still don't know.
You don't know it?
No, I don't.
Okay, you know Noah
Noah.
is currently the most popular name for boys. I don't know why that would be. Because all the old biblical names like Michael and Mark are way down the list.
Ours, when we were born, and for 20, 30
John.
years after that, my name was the most popular one because, you know, we're the most popular people, because that's how they rate it. That's how they do that. So Mark was easy. You know,
Steffen.
you're the guy that, Steffen, you picked
He
that
was an
one.
apostle.
Really? And so was
Yes.
Michael.
Well, Steffen was my middle name, Michael. It always was.
Oh,
And so now it's Noah.
mine's David. So there you go.
So more biblical.
Those are similar things.
And for girls, you know what it is?
Eve. Oh, we're talking biblical.
I don't think this is a biblical name.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
I don't know if Emma would like that.
Emma?
But Emma.
Oh, there's so many Emmas. Emma Stone.
Emma.
Emma.
Oh, those are grown-up Emmas. But currently, well, that's why
Emma
these
must have
names
been-
get very. Well, there's Noah. What was that actor's name? Noah Riley. Noah.
The guy that was in the medical show.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only Noah I can think of right
That
now.
was the only one that they took a
That,
chance
that,
on.
you know, that it truly exists.
But parents want to do something a little different. You remember we had Latoya, Lashante. Those are cool names.
Gonorrhea. Yeah.
Gonorrhea. Did you have gonorrhea?
I hope that's not what that was.
That was goneril. That was in Macbeth.
Oh, goneril. Yes, that's
Not
Shakespearean.
Macbeth. That was King Lear.
And,
Shakespeare. That's a good place to get names from. So if you want to name your kid, just go and play bingo and put those letters together. Nagobe.
Now, okay, we got to move on because
Are we moving? Because you want to talk this.
what's going on with this land concept, where the federal government is getting rid of
Well, we
land
both should.
commissioners?
You know, first of all, we have a lot of land that the country owns and tries to keep clear of people from land grabbing and taking it and using it for commercial purposes. And people have to analyze what the land should be used for. What the government is doing, the current federal government, is taking people off of these boards that control them.
Yes.
And now, as you have here, land grabbers, now it will be up for grabs.
Well, yes.
And people will take what we could say is our land. People always say it's our land. Those ranchers in Utah and Nevada always say, well, it's our land because it's the country's land, so I can
Yes.
keep my cows on it. But what about people who just want to walk there for a Sunday stroll?
Or
You have to
camp
be
on
fair.
it.
Yes. So you need a government regulation for stuff like this, and the government can't be trying to sell your country to the highest bidder. We're not making, you make money, if you do sell it, you make money in the beginning, but that's negligible compared to long-term benefits.
Well, the government has leases that they lease the pasture land to
Right.
farmers and ranchers. They lease it out.
Well, you need government regulations for these things, and you need regulators. And this new legislation thing is just giving everybody else free range. We need people in the federal government that keeps sharp control.
Well,
of stuff.
now you're going to have gunfights because this person thinks they're entitled to it, and these people think they're entitled to it.
That's right.
There's somebody there to manage
That's
all
why
this.
your federal government is supposed to make regulations and keep things regulated.
Yeah, and then monitor the regulations.
So you know what we have for federal regulators or even county regulators? We have people who are on the board or on the council, and with this last thing to do with the transit thing in the county, where the Billy Garrett wanted to discuss whether we should continue to fund transit in
The buses
the
down to
valley.
the south end of the valley.
Well, most of the people didn't say anything. John Vasquez was too embarrassed not to say anything, so he walks out until the vote is cleared, and Billy Garrett doesn't even get a hearing on land. And there are people in this town or in this county that have no form of transportation. And the pittance that we give to let these things go is nothing compared to what we can do for people's lives.
So you're saying that the bus system shouldn't make money or even break even?
I didn't say they shouldn't.
Should they?
I'm saying we should be able to provide people with an adequate way to get around, even if if you're not rich and you can't afford a car or a motorcycle or you don't want to hitch anymore.
No, but you're going to have people say that, well, I don't use the bus system. Why should I pay for other people to use it?
They don't use the roads. Why should they pay taxes for our roads? The government has a responsibility to all its citizens and not just the rich ones. So there you go, government. Take responsibility. Somebody that took responsibility was fired by Fox
News.
Which he started.
He started Fox News. Roger
It was
Ailes
his invention.
started Fox News. He ran it from the very beginning
And
until he ran him off.
and he wasn't run off that long ago, and
No,
he died in his sleep.
They got rid of him
this
about 2
week.
months ago, didn't they?
A little longer.
He had a lot of allegations of sexual harassment and even assault against women who worked at Fox News.
No, that was well, he was the first one.
Doing it for years, and lots of lawsuits that or against him, but he got Fox News to pay for the lawsuit.
And then Bill O'Reilly was
O'Reilly.
kicked out a few weeks after he did.
Yeah.
But
So anyway,
Bill O'Reilly won't die.
he's still
so
alive.
quick. Yes, he is.
But Ailes is dead.
Who else is dead?
Sure, there's a lot of women at Fox going, yes.
Too late for that.
Well, one of my favorite actors, Michael, of all time died, Michael Parks.
Yes.
There he is. There he is in
I'm
the
sure
early
everybody
days.
recognizes him, and they're thinking, "What? He's a James Dean clone?"
Wannabe? Well, there he is from Dusk Till Dawn as a Texas Ranger.
Well, everybody remembers that.
The opening scene in the movie. He's brilliant in that scene. He gets killed by Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney in that scene. But he was a wonderful actor.
Is that what killed him?
Yes.
Oh, really? That's why he died? Because George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino just killed him?
Yes, and he was
Oh,
in
that's sad.
Kill Bill. He played 2 parts in Kill Bill. You can't tell it's him.
Then
And,
another of your
Another
favorite
great actor,
actors.
Powers Booth, died. Powers Booth, who I worked with on a Raymond Chandler series in Los Angeles. He played Raymond Chandler, or he played the character.
Main character.
The main
for
character,
Raymond
yes.
Chandler. And you played the not-so-main character?
And he also played Jim Jones in the Jim Jones TV movie. And he was in Tombstone. He was great in Tombstone.
Well, that's
We have a
really
picture.
good information. Speaking about trivial,
We have
you'd
a
be
picture
great.
of him from Tombstone.
Do we?
There he is.
Ha!
Now you recognize him. He was crazy in that.
So he flipped over to Mexican?
No, he wasn't Mexican. He was.
Well, he
just
is in that
outlaw.
picture. With a mustache like that? With a hat like that? I think he's...
So if you had a hat like that and a mustache, would that make you Mexican?
Yeah, it would.
Would it? Okay.
It would.
They're going on this weekend. There's 2 plays.
Oh, wait, you forgot, what's his name? Chris Cornell?
Oh, well, okay.
He died. He was from Soundgarden. He was only in his 50s.
Yeah.
And Soundgarden was
was
an
suicide.
important band.
Well, we only have a minute, so I want to mention
Okay,
that we
1
have.
minute.
You Can't Take It With You is closing this weekend at the
Go
West
see
Coast
it.
Community
It's by
Theater
Frank...
downtown.
Right, by Georgia Scalpin.
And the other play that's running now downtown at the Black
Seagulls
Box
in a
Theater.
Cherry Tree
Seagulls in a Cherry
by
Tree.
William Missouri Downs, who is doing a play on Chekhovian themes.
Now, you've seen both
It's
of them.
interesting. Yes.
Would you recommend them?
I would recommend both of them
All right, very good.
to you.
Well, I guess that's all the time we have this week, Michael.
But we have plenty of vodka. So.
We have plenty of vodka. That's all we need. So
See
thanks for
you
joining
next
us
week.
this week. We'll see you right here next week.
Right. Thank you for seeing us this week. See you next week.
And that's
We got it straight.
I don't mind if I do. Look at this.
I know.